As always, I can't take the cover off without cutting the video off, so that's alright. It needs to be a short video anyway. We'll make this the longer one of the two. We're going to head to Demott and get diesel, because I am extremely low. I don't have a lot of diesel in my truck, so let's I'll show you what I did yesterday. I moved the trailers around as always because I can't keep myself to myself, so I'll show you. I created a spot again. This is the spot that I created. I moved all the, so that's all your roofing. I moved all the roofing and I created this massive hole here. So now you should get about another 9 to 10 trailers in here. And then I created this over here. They got to go back to grounds because they're empty and they're worn out. And then, so then this is all your steel loads. So I put all the steel loads along here. So I put steel up this end and the roofing down the other end. And now I locked the door. I got the paperwork, got my key, and then Stretch has got Lafayette for Monday. Dodie might be going there as well. And I know STZ's going there. Because he went home. I didn't even clean my mirrors and that. So this, I don't know if this, I think when I watched one of my videos back the other day, and I don't think my suction cup thingamajig comes up in the picture. I think I'm wrong. It's a warm day today. It's 48 degrees, so. Demott, we got to make it to Demott. I got to get to the 240. I have enough diesel, but I'm really low. I'm really low. Desperado is awesome. He's like, he tells it how it is, and I like that. I like that in people that are just straight up and honest and tell you to your face, you know, like if you're an idiot, you're an idiot, and they just tell you. It makes life a lot easier when they do that, so. And Stretch does the same, and Stretch has got a lot of useful information. I have a lot of useless information. Stretch has a lot of useful information, and so does the real Desperado. But he can be a goofball as well, but I like him for being a goofball, so. This old boy here with that Sherwin-Williams Paints trailer, they're brand new trailers. He just delivers them, but he's retired, like he just does it every now and then, from what I understand, so. been a good couple of days actually. I fixed my head. I believe I fixed my headlight. So I believe I fixed my headlight. I had to cut the wire harness because it just kept playing me up. So I cut the wire harness and I rewired it at the moment, and it seems to be doing the job. I've got to still get a new plug for my low coolant, because that I can't rewire that one. I couldn't get the connectors in there properly. Connectors I have are too big. They're pushing against each other. So see, I could go north, and that'll take me up to. Oh, actually, I forgot. No. I can't do that. I need to go straight across. Desperado taught me this, and I remember him teaching me this. I've got to remember what I'm doing here. So come on, dude. Because I think I've recorded coming out of it. I used to turn left and then go down and turn after the railway lines, and then Desperado showed me this way, which is the way I started coming in now, because it's a lot easier, and I forget, because I'm so used to going the way that I first taught myself, that I forget. And then we just got across the railway lines down here, but the railway lines down here are not so difficult. So this set of railway lines here going the other way, they're always a little rough going over the tracks. So Vine Street is the road I used to come up. And I used to come and then turn left here, but like I say, and that little restaurant there, that's a little Latino restaurant, and that place is awesome. They do really good food there. I'm probably going to record to Iowa, to Wolcott, Iowa 80. Abigail Street, that always cracks me up when I see it. Reminds me of my nipper, our Rose. I didn't even realise it's this late. Wow, it is late. I've been messing around more than I thought. she ain't warm enough yet, like engine's still cold, so. Once I get onto the interstate, I got to go 35 miles. Is that right? No, 25 miles. I got to get 25 miles up there on no diesel. Yeah, this has been a long time since I pushed my luck this far. I was lazy on Saturday. I should have brought diesel on Saturday, and I was lazy. That's bad on me, so. Illinois' fuel price has gone, like their IFTA has gone through the roof, so I've got to try and fill up a lot in Illinois as well as best I can. This is the Kentucky Fried. Since there was a comment on one of my videos once, and this Kentucky Fried Chicken, and the gentleman was talking about this place over here on the left, about eating there and that, like, because it's got truck parking and that, so a lot of people go there. I don't even think I can get. Oh no, I can. Family Express, yeah. Like if I really needed diesel, I could have brought diesel right there if I needed it. But we'll get up there. Worst comes to the worst, I'll have to walk. arch enemy, the Prius. I have no idea what he's doing. I'm only doing 60. I don't know what this Muppet's doing, but I'm only doing 60. That's insane. Oh my gosh, that was absolutely hilariously funny. Oh, geez. He's got no turn signal on the trailer working whatsoever. Look, none, nada, nothing. Gotta love Amazon. He was like, he had his turn signal on. I have no clue what the purpose of that was, but hey ho. It's a European thing, so I know it is, because that's what they used to do. They used to come beside you and put the turn signal on, because you used to be running equal speeds at like 90 k's. So when you were running 90 k's, they would get up beside you, and if they didn't quite have enough, they would put the turn signal on to sort of force you to slow down so that they could come over. It was funny. my left, you can't really tell. I think I've already said this a million times, but over to the left is the dairy. And that's the dairy that when I first come here in 03, so 2003, that's the dairy that I worked at. And we were staying in Remington, where the TA and the pilot is. We stayed at the motel there, and then we drive up here and do what needed to be done. It was actually a pretty decent workforce. I had fun there. I think it's Fair Oaks Dairy. I believe that's what it is. But yeah, I can't remember where we were hauling from though. It wasn't that far away, because I believe this bridge here is one of the roads that we were coming over. I believe so. It's possible. It's hard for me to remember exactly what fields we were cutting from. But I was never cutting. I was never cutting. I was just I run the pusher. I can't think of it now. But I was basically pushing the feed up to make what they call a tit. I like that. That's so awesome. They called it a tit. I had the biggest tit at the time because I pushed it all up into this massive like pyramid shape. But it was good. I enjoyed it. Then from there, from Indiana, we went back to, I believe it was Greeley. I think we went back to Greeley, and then we worked around Greeley in Colorado, Greeley, Colorado, which is just on the outskirts of Denver. So when we worked around Greeley and that for a period of time, I think we was off of Interstate 76. I think we worked off of 76 or even 70. I know there was a farm that we were working off of. I think it was off of 76, or it could have been 25. No, it was 25. We were working off a farm off of 25 up towards where Budweiser is, where the chicken house is. Yeah, because we used to go around the chicken house. Yeah, that's right. Because we used to go around the chicken house. That's right. I think it's Fort Morgan. No, because Fort Morgan's up at 76. Oh, lordy, what's the name of that chicken house up there where Budweiser is? Is that Fort Morgan? Maybe that is Fort Morgan. No, I think Fort Morgan's up at 76. That's got my brain thinking now. I can't remember the name of that chicken house. But it was off at Interstate 25. Because we'd have to go around the chicken house to get up to the farm that we were working. Oh, am I? Oh. Hey, I was wrong. It's the 230, not the 240. I've only got to get to the 230. Is that right? Isn't this where the TA is? Hey, we're 10 miles better off. It's good enough for me. 10 miles better off. 240 is fucking Flying J and Pilot. That's why I was thinking of 240, because it's the Flying J and the Pilot. That's right. And what's the 230? So 10 miles better than I need it to be, so. See how much diesel I put in. God, really, just shut up today. Got a new truck stop over on the left. Really? Ah. It's a Compass. Ah. Family Express / Compass. Old holes. Just try and see if we can avoid the holes, shall we? Oh, it's gonna hurt. Oh, little rough kids. Oh, little rough kids. Little rough, little rough, little rough. Turn it up because I'm out of diesel. I have to put up with the noise. I got my headlights on. I'll see if that old girl's still working. They were talking about bringing us into Loves as well. That's what they were talking about. Loves being part of the challenge, because Loves is building another 23 new stations. .603 504. See how much diesel we take, shall we? I've got to check my headlight.
146. Damn, how much fuel did you have in this thing?
I don't know, we're going to see how low I was. Well, at least you'll know how low you can go.
Right.
I don't do this very often. I've been to 170 before.
You got where to hold 170?
Yeah, I put 170 back in. I only had like 15 gallons each tank.
You had way more than I thought.
Yeah. When you're on the E, depending on how your gauge works, so get to E, like drive it, then fill it up, see where you're at. I know with E, I've got about 50 gallons left, roughly. So I know I'm at 50 gallons.
So you had 20 gallons in each tank when we looked.
Pretty much.
It didn't look like that at all.
No, because of the length of them though and how low it was. But the pickups are right at the bottom on these. Peterbilts don't have a pickup right at the bottom. Freightliners, the pickup lies right at the bottom of the tank. And I like Freightliner for that because
you can use your fuel?
Yeah. Whereas Peterbilt doesn't. They sit this far off the bottom. So once it gets below there, you start just sucking out.
My APU wouldn't work if it was 3/8 of the tank on that Peterbilt.
Yeah.
They put the wrong pickup in. Either that or it was intentional, which is dumb.
Well, them greens are not the greatest. If you read the reviews on them greens, a lot of people complain about them. They're consistently having problems with them. So,
held 43.
So bear in mind that we drove up here, and that was a headwind we were driving into. So, I would say I probably burned what 4 gallons up here, 5 gallons maybe. If that, not even that. Yeah, let's just say that.
26 minutes.
Yeah.
You want inside?
Once I get out of here, no, because I don't need a receipt. No, once we're done, we're done. But I got to carry on with. I got to do a chain anyway. You want to come in behind me, or you want me to follow you?
No, I was just gonna see if I should go to my truck right now.
Oh, I'll pull off the pump. When you see me pull off the pump, then come ready. Get ready. That's what I would do. You want to follow me? I drive slow. You know I do.
How fast were you going? 62.
Yeah, that old Amazon boy, I have no idea what that was about. You got up beside me and put the turn signal on. I'm like, okay. And then he had no turn signal on his trailer. But he kept leaning over, he's on his headset, he kept leaning over to look in the mirror. And I'm like, dude, you don't have to lean over to look in the mirror. If you set him up right, he cracked me up, dude. But that's what they did in Europe. So like in Europe, because we was all at 90 Ks pretty much, right? So like we was at 90 Ks in England, but in Europe they was at 100 Ks, so they had an advantage on us. But there were certain areas that they could only do the same as us, so they'd get beside you. And they would just get the truck past you and they put the turn signal on to try and enforce you or make you, yeah, because they wanted to come over. So that's what that's how I know they're Europeans. The minute they put that turn signal on, like the truck's just passed, and so I'm like, yeah, you're from Eastern Europe, because that's what they would do. They want you to slow down so they can come up. But that's their mentality. They brought that mentality with them. And that's exactly what they used to do to us. Especially when we was all running the same speed. Can you imagine when they bring the 65-mile-an-hour speed limiters in? What it's going to be like out here? Dude, I'm just going to run at 55 everywhere. Because there's no point chasing. I mean, it's hard enough now.
I like being the slowest guy on the road. You don't have to do anything.
I like Chicago. I run through Chicago like 50, 55. I just get on that bottom end and I just sit at 50, 55 and I just watch them all just chase each other, stand on the brakes, and it's fun watching them, man.
Yeah,
it is.
It's way more entertaining to not try to be in front.
That's what I agree with that. I do.
And you make more money.
Yeah, you do. But yeah, you want to, well, if you want to chase, if you want to follow me, then follow me. That's fine. Otherwise, I'll chase your
I
ass.
love that truck. I was so happy driving up here
Really?
with my decision. Yeah.
No, check engine lights come back on though.
No.
You do need to get that depth looked at where that seems to be leaking. It's not a massive puddle. I don't know what's going on there. I've never seen one
It
under.
doesn't smell or feel though.
But depth doesn't.
It doesn't smell it. It smells like cat piss.
Yeah, but that's the heater side of the treatment. Yeah, fair enough. What? But it's crystallizing. It's got to be depth.
It's true. Good point.
If it's not depth, then that's the residual of it.
That's what it could be.
It's just the residual, and that's why it doesn't smell, because it's just the residual why it's crystallizing. It shouldn't be crystallizing like mine's not crystallized like yours, but but I do have a spot round there. You can see where it's wet, but it's not crystallizing. The problem is though, is it because of the weather? You've just come out of extreme.
I was at 76 degrees.
But when you left out of Nebraska, it was super fucking cold, man. I wonder, just keep an eye on it and see what she does. See how many times she drips.
You got a drip there?
I do that every time, brother. I should know by now, man. Once it clicks, stop. Now I've got to wash that off when I get back to Grants. up there and put a bullseye in as well. Look! But it's empty.
Wakey.
Ah, fill it up with oil. They hold better, the plastic's much better. What do you think? Should we get out of here? I smashed my finger on the chain. Oh, we're 51 minutes in. Oops, my bad. I'll stop this one and I'll get back to you.